Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Your Highness. And also to Boss Pauline, thank you so much. Well, we got a great show lined up for you tonight. We've got updates from the NBA and the PBA, plus a look into plans heading into the Olympic Games in Los Angeles in 2028 as newly appointed Chef de Mission, Boss Ricky Vargas, will join us on the show inside the studio live.
And Heidelin Diaz is getting another prestigious honor. The country's first Olympic gold medalist is heading to the PSA Hall of Fame.
Well deserved. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Lutincalo.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy League, Mr. Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, stopping another one. Bacunas rejecting Esteban for the win.
The Los Angeles Lakers are back on the winning track. They end a three-game slide with a scorching comeback victory over the Miami Heat. Lakers fans are happy. Check, down 12 at the break. The purple and gold used a 15-4 run in the fourth to pull ahead and eventually get the 117-108 victory. Top scoring for the Lake Show wasn't LeBron James, wasn't Anthony Davis, but Rui Hachimura. He put up 23 points to go along with 8 rebounds. But LBJ and AD were still very much alive on offense with 22 markers apiece. That includes the Kings' clutch buckets to ice the Heat down the stretch. LeBron also had a team-high 9 assists against his former squad. AD ruled the glass with 11 boards. Miami leaned on Tyler Hero, who finished with 34 markers in a losing effort. This is the Lakers' first dub since having 2 games postponed due to the wildfires in Southern California. The record currently stands at 21 wins against 17 losses. Good enough for 6th in the West. The Heat lose back-to-back against the 2 Los Angeles squads and are now 9th in the East with a 20-19 win-loss slate. Now, after the game, Hero and Miami head coach Eric Spoelstra reflected on their latest setback.
I mean, we just got to figure out ways to not only win games but keep the lead. Especially coming out of half, you know, it was a problem for us earlier in the season, and then coming out now, I thought we started playing well in the third quarters, and then it's been a little bit of a problem again. So just got to fix it, stick with it, and just keep getting better.
Some of these were, our doing. And it was costly. This was going to be a possession game. That was really the difference. This game should have been, low 100s for both teams. But they got some easy ones, off these turnovers, and that got them in a little bit more of a rhythm, to be able to be more efficient against our zone. If they don't have those in transition, I'm not sure if they get in that rhythm. But we have to get a lot better in that department.
Steph Curry does Steph Curry things as the Golden State Warriors survive a thriller against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The chef was on target at the Target Center, dropping a game-high 31 points to go with 8 assists in the Warriors' 116-115 victory. Curry's performance includes a huge clutch 3 to break a 108 all-score with 67 seconds left. Both teams traded big buckets since, with Golden State coming out on top in the end. Playing the chef's wingman was former Timberwolf Andrew Wiggins, who added 24 markers. Minnesota wasted a combined 56 points from Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo in the loss. The T-Wolves slide to 8th in the West with 21 wins and 19 losses. As for the Warriors, they move within 1 game behind the Wolves.
9 more NBA games on tap today.
Let's look at the results. Jalen Brunson drops 38 points for the New York Knicks in their 125-119 overtime victory over the Philadelphia 76ers. RJ Barrett stars as the Toronto Raptors snap a 10-game losing streak by stunning the defending champs, the Boston Celtics, 110-97. The Memphis Grizzlies break out of their own slump after a 129-115 win over the San Antonio Spurs. A late block by Trey Murphy III secures a 119-116 win for the New Orleans Pelicans over the injury-depleted Dallas Mavericks. Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo lead the Milwaukee Bucks past the Orlando Magic 122-93.
Keaton Wallace scores a career-high 27 markers as the Atlanta Hawks overcome the absence of Trae Young to beat the Chicago Bulls 110-94. Meantime, a balanced attack helps the Charlotte Hornets sting the Utah Jazz 117-112. My guy, Jalen Green's 34 points propels the Houston Rockets over a Denver Nuggets team without two starters. Final score is 128-108, as you can see on your screens. And lastly, the LA Clippers come up with their largest winning margin in franchise history. Take a look at that score as they blow out the Brooklyn Nets by 59 points, 126-67.
Moving on to the PBA Commissioner's Cup, the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters claim a huge bounce-back win as they slay the league-leading Northport Batang-Pierre. Although both teams were coming off losses, the Painters simply came out more aggressive. They already had a 21-point edge on the back of 12 triples entering the fourth, and they eventually took the victory by 20 markers, 127-107. Player of the game, Adrian Nocum tallied 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists to help his squad avoid a 3-game slide. Rain or Shine import Dion Thompson supplied additional firepower with 25 markers. Northport tried to punch back behind 39 points from its import Kadeem Jack. The Elasto Painters improved to 6 wins and 3 losses, putting them among the top 7 squads in the standings. The Batang-Pierre now share the top spot with the Converge Fiber Xers with identical 7 and 3 win-loss slates.
Meanwhile, the Phoenix Fuel Masters are gunning for their 3rd straight win against the slumping Magnolia Hotshots. It was a neck-and-neck first quarter, but Phoenix then managed to get a slim lead, 34-29. It was the same story in the second quarter as both teams traded basket after basket after basket. A Mark Barroca turnaround jumper then tied the game at 50 apiece at halftime. Donovan Smith already dropping buckets for Phoenix with 20 first-half points. Whew. Phoenix is right above Magnolia in the team standings, and both squads are looking to chalk up win number 4. This game is still currently ongoing. It is now the third quarter of this close fight.
More PBA Commissioner's Cup action tomorrow. Guest team Eastern will try to get its 7th win of the conference against the Terra Firma Jeep at 5 in the afternoon. Eastern hopes to give its bid for a top 4 spot a boost, while Terra Firma looks to save face amid a still winless campaign. Then at 7:30 p.m., it's a grudge match between the TNT Tropang Giga and the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Gin Kings. This will be their first meeting after TNT defeated Ginebra for the Governor's Cup title 2 months ago. Both teams are gunning for that twice-to-beat edge. The doubleheader will be at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig, but you can also catch the games live on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up, we speak with ABAP and PBA Chairman, SBP Vice President, and TNT Team Governor Ricky Vargas about his recent appointment as the Chef de Mission for the Olympic Games Los Angeles 2028. Stay tuned for that when Play-by-Play returns.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play only on One News. Very big expectations check for the Philippines after its best Olympic campaign yet in Paris 2024.
What will the next few years look like in preparation for Los Angeles 2028? Well, we've got the best person for that on the show tonight.
The only person to answer the questions right now.
We are going to discuss that with newly appointed chef de mission for the Olympic Games Los Angeles 2028, ABAP and PBA Chairman, SBP Vice President, and TNT Team Governor, Mr. Ricky Vargas. Good evening, sir. Ricky, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Cheska. Good evening, Andre.
Lakas ko sa'yo.
Oo, talaga naman.
Boss, bigay po.
Pinilit mo ako eh.
Bigay. Kailangan eh. Sabi ko, imbes nung maximize ko na, papuntahin na natin si Chairman, si Boss Ninong Ricky dito.
No, I like to be here.
Of course.
thank
Thank you
you
so much for being here on the show.
And
and
of
also,
course-
I want to mention then that they're trying to, mababanggit mo mamaya yan, he's the only Asian
Yes.
member in the board na dun sa boxing.
Yes.
World Boxing. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so let's start off, of course, with the discussion of you being named the chef de mission for the LA 2028 Olympics. Congratulations, sir. But what are the immediate priorities?
Yesterday, when I found out about me being appointed by Bumble, I counted it to be exactly 3 years and 7 months to go.
Oh, wow.
Till July 15.
Wow.
Okay, 14. July 14,
July 14, yes.
is the Olympics. And this morning he called me up, said, it's now time to work. So Bumble called me up and said, it's time to work. Yep. Then we're scheduling to meet with each other. No?
Do we have enough time?
I think we do. It's just that we need to get our act together. So I've always said, I've been to 4 Olympics, and the role of the chef de mission is very important because, and I think the most important role of the chef de mission is to build the team, and at the same time be able to be find solutions for what to make the best, to bring up the best team.
The best lineup of athletes.
Sabi ko kay Bumble, our first step is to get as many as we can qualified. Then I said, do you have the data? I was looking for athletes' data. And let's start with the athletes who will try to qualify for the Olympics. So then let's just pour support.
Yes,
diba?
yes. And you're right there. Bring as many as we can. Try to qualify as many as we can. Diba? Dun sa...
Alam mo, maswerte tayo eh. This
course.
is, and I've said this at this point in time. I said this when I was in Paris. I've been to 3 administrations and 4 Olympics. I think the best support we've gotten in the Olympics was in Paris. We brought our athletes to a camp 1 month before, and we had a motivational speech from the president. He invited us to the palace. He got all the athletes together. So maswerte tayo. I hope we can do that again during the journey all the way to the Olympics.
Yes.
Get the government involved. I think we can. Get the private sector involved. I think we can. And of course, now the POC being there. It's magical if we can able to do this.
And you know, stories firsthand from people who were there, who were covering, they all said the same thing, that even in Paris, the Filipino community showed
Amazing,
up
yeah.
Grabe.
and took care of the athletes.
Sa LA,
helped
marami
out.
yan.
Exactly.
Can you
Mas
imagine
maraming
that?
sa LA.
Mas maraming Pinoy sa LA. Boss, I want to ask this because boxing is near and dear to your heart. You were the president for 12 years. Now you're the chairman of ABAP. Tapos yun nga, you're forming a group and you're the only Asian member. Dati yung AIBA kasi, di ba?
yeah.
And then, boxing is in limbo. And let's face it, marami tayong mga boksingero. Doon tayo kumukuha ng maraming medalya. Di ba? So now, for LA 2028, we don't even know if it will be in the lineup of events in the LA Olympics. So the question is, what efforts are you looking at and being done to make sure that boxing is included in LA 2028? Kasi ilang medalya din yun for us if you, diba?
That's right. No, 2 years ago or last year when the IBA was suspended
Yes.
and taken out of recognition, we formed World Boxing, and the Philippines was one of the first of 20 nations, but the first in Asia to be part of World Boxing because we believed in what it wanted to do and proper governance for the athletes, for the boxer, for the sports. And we had one thing in mind. We wanted to get back to the Olympics. We started with 20, now we're over 60 members.
Wow.
And we're now in the process of hopefully being able to get our provisionary recognition from the IOC. We also formed recently the Asia Boxing, which is now part of World Boxing, and the Philippines sits also as an interim board in Asia Boxing, organizing ourselves for the Asian Games and to continue the competition that Asia can bring to World Boxing.
Posible bang hindi kasama ang boxing talaga sa Olympics?
Alam mo, mahirap kasi ang USA Boxing will probably not allow it. Will probably work very hard to have it there. But hindi ko naman sinasabi na it also cannot. It will also be the possibility of it not being there. No? So we have deadlines to meet. If by June we have not gotten our probationary acceptance, then it probably will become more difficult. Kasi kailangan may budget, kailangan may facility, kailangan to prepare for the Olympics. It takes that long to prepare for the Olympics.
And it's a little chaotic in LA right now. I mean,
Oo
of
nga.
course, we hope that everyone is safe and will recover from everything happening over there. But considering that when we look back at what happened with the Philippines in Paris 2024, so many historic and amazing moments. Sir, what lessons from Paris 2024 can we apply to ensure the Philippines' success in LA 2028?
It's not reinventing it, it's getting more of it. I mean, the government support was there, the athlete support, the private sector support was there, and we had a very strong presence of leadership in the POC. So it's what can we do better? What we can do better is get more of our athletes qualified for the Olympics. Phase 1 yun. Once we get more of our athletes, maybe the biggest delegation we can come out with and get more athletes. So that requires a lot of hard work to qualify. Then after that, once they've qualified, the journey now begins to train them to be competitive in the Olympics.
Boss, I wish we had more time, but we're trying to fit in all the questions, trying to talk about all the important topics of boxing, syempre, LA 2028, as many athletes, learnings from past. Last question na is, are there any specific sports disciplines that you see as a Philippines na strong? Alam natin, syempre gymnastics, nandyan si reigning two-time gold medalist Kaloy Yulo. And then EJ has a chip on his shoulder. I do believe EJ can land on the podium, may last hurrah pa yan, babanat pa yan. Pwede pa sa pole vault. Weightlifting, kaya din. Do you see any other discipline sports? Yes.
Kanina kasama ko si Al Panlilio. Well, first,
yes.
I need to thank Al. He stepped aside to allow me to become the chef de mission. Siguro sabi niya, siguro last time na ni Ricky yan. So sabi niya,
dapat kasama mo siya tonight here on the show.
So
but he's on his way to Alabang and he's going to Batanes tomorrow.
And Bambol, who still considers me that I can deliver on the job.
Naman.
So, yes, other than gymnastics, weightlifting, boxing, the other combat sports, we should be able to do well there, the combat sports. And dancing, if dancing is there, we probably could do a lot better there. And if there's one hope I can is to be able to get Gilas to play in the Olympics, hindi ba?
Oo.
Now, you talk about community. I look forward to LA where the whole Filipino community in LA, big community, will welcome the Philippine delegation.
That can be like a home crowd for us.
Yup.
Daming Pinoy sa LA, hindi totoo ha.
Pero sana wag lang basketball ang panoodin nila.
Naman. Yes.
All right.
Good.
We wish we had more time because there's so much to talk about. But hopefully we can have you back on the show again one of these days.
Sige.
Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Live ulit
Ricky
ha.
Vargas.
Live sa studio ulit ha, hindi
Oh,
Zoom ha.
ikaw kasi gusto mo live eh. Sabi ko Zoom eh. Sabi niya live eh. Di ba?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Once
Thank you so
again,
much.
Mr. Ricky
Thank you.
Vargas,
Thank you.
newly appointed
Thank you.
chef de mission for the Olympic Games Los Angeles 2028.
Thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of the Olympics, after the break, a historic honor awaits a true icon of Philippine sports. Weightlifting champion and Olympic gold medalist Heidelin Diaz is set to join a legendary club. More on this when play-by-play returns.
You're watching play-by-play only here on One News. Welcome back. We've got the PBA and the NBA and tonight's highlight reel. Let's get to it right away. We start things off with the PBA. Great sequence here, folks. Take a look. Inbounds. Keith Natu. Oops! Kate Flores, my boy from Arellano, you. Whoa, wow, he's got thick hair now. Sinagot ni Keith Natu on the other end. Revenge is sweet for Keith Natu. And the rain nor shine last offender. Take a look at the first dunk. Wow. The Phil Canadian with that slam on Keith Natu. And then, sabi ni Datu, gusto mo ha? Oh, pero wala si Flores there. Kate Flores had 8 points, Datu had 11, and Rainer Shine gets this one, 127-107. Gives North Port their second straight loss after we interviewed Arvin Tolentino. Now win against Nevera. How about this? The Battle of the Behemoths. Ooh! Wow! Zach Edey over when Banyama fumbles that pass from John Morant at first, and then bam! Wow, what a drop pass there. And look at Zach Edey. Galiptio. Ja also had a poster slam on Wemby. Unfortunately, did not count. Sayang yun. Although it made... One more time. Bang! Two-hand. Siyempre, it made the rounds on social media and went viral that Ja Morant na hindi counted. Morant had 21 points, 12 assists. Edey finished with 6 markers and 5 boards. as the Grizzlies beat the Spurs in San Antonio 129-115. Okay, up next, my guy, Jalen Green. This guy's an all-star, soaring and flying. Woo! What's that song in High School Musical again? Soaring and flying. There's none. I can't sing. Tatawa kayo, ha? Our kababayan dropping a game-high 34 points. It's his 6th straight game, scoring 25 or more. And unbeaten sila pag nag-30 or more si Jalen Green. The Rockets destroy the Joker-less Nuggets 128-108 in Denver. Jalen Green. Woo! How about this? Steph being Steph, as Czech mentioned. What a game. Against Minnesota. Oop, up fake. Naz Reid. 3. Bang! 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 Look at the chef. Pedaling. Woo! Gumaganong-ganong pa eh. Look at the chef. Chef Curry. Look at this. What a pass to, by the way, by Looney. And then the up fake that got Naz Reid up in the air. Chef being Chef. Curry broke the 108 all-tie to open the door for the Dubs to eventually win here. 116-115. Curry finished with 31 points. Man, this guy does not age at all. Now, of course, LA Lakers fans, para sa inyo to, the steal by Austin Reeves. And then guess who? To the 40-year-old King James! The lob! And the fans at not Staples Center, at Crypto.com Arena, enjoying there. What a play. Austin Reeves had 14 points, 14 assists, 2 steals. King James had 22 points, 9 dimes. What a play that got the crowd going. And the Lake Show beat Cheska's former team, Miami Heat, 117-108.
Wow.
Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
Hindi mo
Nananahimik
naman
ako dito. Drive-by na
Nasnipe pa,
naman eh.
nasnabang-bang ka. Your favorite.
I mean,
Dami, sabi ko.
Can we just
Oh.
figure out how LeBron is 40 and still
Grabe,
jumping
no?
like this?
Diba? Pati for Reeves to just throw it and bahala ka na. Lolo James, yeah, King James.
Yung ako hirap na ako bumaba ng stairs kasi naririnig ko na nagsisnap, crackle, pop yung knees ko.
Pero siya at 40 years old.
40 years old, ganyan.
Oh,
Okay.
Ibato mo sa akin. Ako
Nice.
mag-aliw. Bato mo, kasi Austin Reeves. Sige na. Ayusin mo yung alayo mo. Ayusin mo. Oh.
Before we go, a weightlifting icon who lifted not just the barbell but the pride of a nation is set to receive a prestigious honor. Heidelin Diaz will be inducted into the Philippine Sports Writers Association Hall of Fame during its awards night at the Manila Hotel on January 27. The Zamboanga native made history at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics after bagging the country's first ever Olympic gold medal. Diaz joins an elite list of past inductees, including Manny Pacquiao and Paeng Nepomuceno. She will also share this year's spotlight with gymnast Carlos Yulo, who will be honored as Athlete of the Year. Yulo was likewise nominated for the Hall of Fame induction after he won 2 gold medals from the Paris Olympics. Congratulations to Heidelin for the honor, and of course, congratulations also to Kaloy.
Yes.
Amazing.
Gotta
We
salute,
love our
Heidi.
Filipino
Heidi,
athletes.
ang galing mo, Kaloy, and these gold medal athletes, world-class athletes, just continue to make us proud and inspire also the young generation, the next generation.
Hindi po biro ang ginagawa nila.
Oo, kasi dati, no, I mean, di ba, yung gusto ko maging artista, gusto ko maging ganito, gusto ko maging, di ba, president, gusto ko maging Chess Caliton pagtanda ako, di ba, yung ganon. Ngayon, gusto ko maging Heidelin Diaz, maging Kaloy Yulo.
Dapat na tayo.
That's all from us tonight. You can catch us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We're also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
Bata pa lang ako, pinapanood na kita. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Leton Calao. Thank you for watching. Bolero tong co-host ko. Good night.